Hey, everybody. Welcome to SLOconf 2022. I'm Kit Merker, and I'm here with...
I am Erza Zulfia. I'm so excited to see all of you return back to the SLOconf, all the new people that joined. Thank you.
We're just going to do our daily stand-up. So this is the kickoff of the event, day one, and it's already off to a great start. All the videos are live. People are talking about it. The Slack is full of folks. It's really exciting. So first off, though, we want to thank our SLOofficial sponsors. They made a big contribution to this event, and it wouldn't be possible without them. So thank you, everybody. It's amazing companies that are helping us out here. So we're really proud of our sponsors. As we said, I'm Kit, and this is Erza, and we're going to be your host today. Erza, what do you think of SLOconf so far?
I love it so far. I've seen so many great conversations going on the Slack channel. People are sharing pictures of their pets. People are tagging us on Twitter. I'm hoping that everyone has, I know that we have no schedule, which is kind of the point with SLOconf. We want people to look at the videos at their own pace. We know that everybody is at work or doing something, so take your time. The videos are short though, so you'll be able to get a lot of videos within a day. But so far, I think it's awesome.
Awesome, cool. Yeah, I like to watch them at 2x speed because I just get through them so much faster than I can go back and watch them again if I want. Last year, we wanted to remind everybody, I'm wearing my shirt from last year, actually, by the way. So we have a new shirt design this year, so get excited for that. Hopefully you guys are wearing your shirts at home. Last year, we had such an amazing event. Thousands of people joined us. We had all the videos. And the format we did, was a big risk. And again, we're going to tell you how to SLOconf this year. But what's the biggest misconception, or what do you think it's SLOconf?
SLOconf, I think that a lot of people expect SLOconf to be your traditional event where you just have to log in through a virtual system. Instead, SLOconf is completely self. You're just like running for yourself. You log into Slack, you chat with your speakers, all of them are on Slack. You get to connect to your sponsors. We have different tracks for each. We have different tracks for the talks. So you go ahead and look at that. And I think one of the things about SLOconf is that what's so brilliant with SLOconf, not only is it the first time a conference on SLOs was held, it started from a Twitter conversation that somehow ended up being a conference with over 40 speakers last year. And we had, just like Kit said, attendees from 70 countries, and I think over 750 companies. So together we were able to create not only a community, but also very important conversation around SLOs. Attendees got a chance to network with each other and with speakers, ask questions to the speakers. And like you can see, we created some amazing swag. People share their pets. Yeah, it was an amazing community that we built.
Yeah, for sure. And this year is going to be even bigger. We'll talk tomorrow about the stats of who's here right now because we still don't know. But I think the most important thing for people to learn is how to SLOconf. This is the thing that trips everybody up. So first thing is the only real scheduled time is this stand-up we're in. So same time tomorrow, day after, 4 days in a row. Today's the welcome. Tomorrow, we'll talk about the news. We have I won't spoil it, but we have cool guests joining us tomorrow and Wednesday. And then Thursday, we'll do the close. And then the Slack channel. How does the Slack channel work?
So the Slack channel, you're basically when you join our Slack channel, you will automatically be redirected to the general Slack where you should go and introduce yourself. And like I said before, share a picture of your pet. Those are very popular. And whenever you watch a video, make sure to share it on the Slack channel and ask questions. So just let us know what you thought about the video. In that way, we keep engaging conversations around SLOs.
Awesome. Yeah. And when the videos are out there, there's over 9 hours of video, which is just insane. So you got to definitely pace yourself. And it's broken into 4 tracks. We know that it's not necessarily easy to know where to be when. So we'll give you some ideas of what videos to watch. But first, let's see. Okay. So everybody asked about where is the agenda? The agenda is really quite simple. And so, you might want to take a quick little screenshot of this or something to remember. But basically, there's this schedule. I just realized the time zones are wrong on here, but that's okay. It's at 9 Pacific, noon Eastern, 4 p.m. GMT, and I believe whatever it is, 1800 Central European Standard Time. So it should be convenient for pretty much everybody on the US and European side. And then we'll have this video available for anyone who wants to join from APAC. It's not the most convenient for them, but I'll make the video available for them. 4 things to do. 1, watch videos. Seems good. 2, discuss the videos on Slack. Pretty easy. 3, try the hands-on labs. We'll send a link, but you can go check out. There's 3 labs that you can go do on your own time, try them out and everything else. And then tip 4, go say hi to our sponsors. There's a bunch of different sponsor channels. They paid good money to help make this event happen. So they would love to chat with you and hear about your SLO journey. We have a strict no sales pitch policy here at SLOconf for the talks and everything, but go chat with them about their offerings, ask them why they're here, what they're up to. That'll be a great thing to do. 4 talks. Oh, Urza, you picked these talks out. So tell me what's so special about these 4 as a starting point?
Yes, so every day I will highlight 4 talks. We have so many amazing talks, by the way, but I'll choose to highlight 4 within each track because I want to make sure that we're covering all the tracks. And I wanted to start with SLOs, the track SLOs for everyone. And in this track, we have Andrew Newdigate. He will be talking about how everyone can contribute to an SLO. The next track is SLO fundamentals. And
emphasis on fun, by the way, I see.
Yeah. And here we have Ayuna Karuzi. Ayuna will be teaching us about how to ensure reliability using SLO run rates. And then we have the brilliant Julie Gunderson within the track of the future of SLOs. Julie is actually joined by Mandy Walls. And they will be talking about reducing trauma in production with SLOs and chaos engineering. And then last but not least, within the talk of SLO stories, we have Google's Steve McGee. Steve is returning to SLOconf once again. He had actually one of the most popular talks last year, and he will be talking about an SLO classic clip. So these are the talks. I recommend you to look at all of them, but if you are not sure where to start, this is a very good start.
Fun fact about Julie, by the way, she submitted her talk idea during the SLOconf monthly when we announced SLOconf. She was the first talk in. If you remember, she like frantically typed it out as she was in the meetup. So yeah, these are great talks. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I got to check these out. I haven't seen them yet. So yeah, awesome. Okay, so check out those talks, and then for each one of those, each one is from a different track. So there's a different track channel. So you just go to the Slack, just search for the word track, and you can find these 4 channels and go in there, say hi, tell us what you thought of the video. Ask the speakers questions and keep the conversation going. That's really all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Now we're going to pivot a little bit. So we made a big announcement this morning, which is pretty exciting. The State of SLOs 2022 survey. And here to discuss it with us is Brian Singer, my good friend and the founder and chief product officer at Noble Mind. Say hi, Brian.
Hey, everybody. Great to be here. You should all be so lucky to have a hype man like Kip Merker here. So very excited to be at SLOconf today.
Let's go. All right, Brian, take it away. Let's hear what you got to say.
Awesome. Well, I hope you've all had a chance to check that survey out. It was really actually exciting to see some of the results here. We started Noble 9 about 2.5 years ago, and obviously have been talking about SLOs for a long time before that. And in my experience, SLOs were something that were very aspirational for a lot of companies for a long time. Folks saw the benefits of using SLOs as a key part of operations, but it was sort of slowly getting rolled out. And what this survey has shown us, and I was honestly very pleasantly surprised, was that SLOs are actually here. They've arrived. Companies are using them in meaningful ways. And a couple of things that I was really keyed in on in the survey. One is that of those not currently using SLOs, 71% plan on adopting them in a pretty short amount of time. And so that would bring sort of SLO adoption pretty much to the entire industry. The other thing that I found really interesting was that of those using SLOs today in some way, shape, or form, 82% are planning on increasing the usage. And I thought that was really interesting because if you think about it, folks that have been testing it out, probably been trying it out, rolling it out to different parts of the organization, are actually getting enough value that they're going to increase the usage. So it's not something that is a sort of flash in the pan or something that's hyped, but it doesn't meet expectations. People are finding real value from implementing service level objectives across their organization. And you can see that 91% agreed that SLOs improved their decision making. So how would I think about using some of this data? Well, for one, if you're trying to get your own SLO project off the ground or to grow the amount of resources you have to work on SLOs or to convince other developers that this is worth spending time on, this gives you some really amazing data to go back and say, look, don't just take my word for it. These I think 309 organizations that were surveyed are mostly using SLOs today in some way, shape, or form, and that's only growing with time. And I would just add that what we're seeing in Noble 9 is sort of we're seeing this play out in the marketplace where maybe 2 years ago there was a lot of interest. But folks were mostly learning and saying, hey, what are other people doing? Now we're seeing really meaningful projects to roll SLOs out and to if they're using them in just small pockets of a company today to get more meaningful adoption across the entire organization. So really exciting stuff. I'd encourage you to take a look at the survey results, discuss them in the Slack, let us know what you think about it. And I'm really excited about where we are today with service level objectives and where we're going as an industry.
That's awesome, Brian. These are big numbers. I mean, this, like you said, you're kind of surprised by it, but I mean, we're kind of not surprised at the same time, because when we talk to a lot of customers and other people in the industry that are doing this, but it is kind of stark to see it, in black and white in the report, right? Is it kind of your takeaway?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess I should say I'm not surprised based on what I'm hearing from folks, but anytime you see that big of a shift that's already happening and that sort of a trend accelerating, it's, I think, really exciting for us that see SLOs as a really positive force in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are you thinking about SLOconf more generally this week? Are you personally jumping in and watching videos and stuff? Anything you've seen so far you're excited about?
Yeah, absolutely blown away by the folks that are putting in really great talks. And I have to admit, I've actually been saving it for this week. Like I didn't get a preview. And I know I've had Alex Hidalgo, for example, telling me how amazing the talks are that are coming. So I'm personally really excited to jump in this week. And I'm going to start probably with the 4 talks that Urza just posted there. And a little plug for Noble 9. We've got a lot of great speakers from Noble 9 that have done talks, some of our engineers and our own SREs that have submitted really great talks. So I can give my own personal plug for those ones as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually watched Kasha's talk this morning. It was great. So very cool. Yeah, this is really interesting. So the report is available for download. I think Frank just posted it in the general channel. So if you want to go grab it, you can. There's also a press release out there that has a few quotes. So if you're interested to hear a little bit more context on it, check that out. Thank you so much, Brian. Okay, we're going to move on here. So,
thanks,
yeah, of course. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put this up for you. This is actually, why don't you speak to this too? Actually, I forgot we had this slide here. Yep.
Sure. Well, I think what's really interesting here is, like, not surprisingly, operations teams are the ones who have adopted SLOs sort of the most. But it's not limited to operations, and you can see obviously software developers, executives, finance, sales are all starting to get involved in SLOs. And I think this is both, consuming the data that's there today, but also building their own SLOs. And a common question we get is, hey, can we use SLOs sort of outside of the typical, tell me if my API is burning error budget? And the answer is absolutely. You can use it for things like how quickly am I handling calls that are coming into my call center? Things that are, totally maybe disconnected even from something that's an online system. So as long as you can get that sort of data, you can calculate an SLO on it.
Yeah, we have a track called SLOs for Everyone. I think there's a bunch of talks in here about this specific topic. I know there's also some people around SLOconf that want to talk about FinOps too. So definitely some interesting discussion to be had on SLOs outside of the core kind of SRE that we think of SLOs in. All right. Thank you, Brian. Thank you very much. So everybody check that out. Again, want to give a shout out to our sponsors, the SLO official sponsors that are our top level sponsors have made an amazing financial contribution to the event. Go thank them. The Slow Burn sponsors, another amazing group of companies that have been participating, helping us financially and helping to organize the event. These companies are all available to go chat with. I'm sure they'd be very eager to say hi and talk to you about why they're at SLOconf and to hear why you're here and have a chat with you. So go join them in the Slack channel, or just search for sponsor. I think we have a post in general that has links to all the channels. And then our Slow Steady sponsors, another great group of companies participating, helping us out, and making SLOconf a reality. So thank you to all our sponsors. Everybody give a little round of applause for the sponsors. And then last but not least, our media sponsors. So we are very honored to have a great group of media sponsors that are covering the event. They will be producing content and covering the news and the discussions, and some of them might reach out to you to chat with you. So keep an eye out for our friends in the media who are talking about SLOconf. We're getting a lot of buzz about the event, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll end it there. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the Slack. We'll see you in the YouTubes, and we'll see you on Twitter. So thanks again. Let's SLO.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.